believe this is episode 28 of this show that I started mid-year. This is 15 Minutes of Fame. That's me, in case you didn't know. This is a weekly show where I drop hot industry tips and trends, and I share my thoughts on business. I'm Mary Fane Brandt, your host for tonight's show, and I'd like to give a big shout out to StreamYard, who is the official sponsor of all of my live shows. They make it so easy to go live. You literally just hit this button that says go live. And then to end it, you hit a button that says end broadcast. You can do cool things like this banner. Whoops. My name over here. You can bring guests on. You can have up to 10 people in the green room. So easy to go live. And you can stream on multiple platforms. So I'm going to drop my link over in the comments in just a bit if you want to go ahead and check out StreamYard. And anyone who signs up for StreamYard with my affiliate link, I give you a free 30-minute tutorial of what to do, what to watch out for. I just had someone take me up on my offer last week. Or Monday. So anyways, I'm just throwing that out there because I want to give back to the community that gives so much to me. Now, before we get started on this week's topic of goals, I've got some updates to share with you. Let me see. We have a comment over here. Hey, Tim, it's my buddy, Tim. I miss you. We totally need to catch up. Okay. Now back to where I was talking about. I've got some updates. So big things are coming in 2022. It's time to say goodbye to that drunk uncle of 2020. Oh, that was 2021. The drunk uncle, if you didn't get my joke. It's time to say goodbye. And it's time to get ready to welcome in 2022. I can just feel it. It is going to be a great year. It's kind of like electricity. It's always buzzing there. And then all of a sudden it sparks, right? Well, 2022 is going to be sparked up, everyone. It is going to be on fire and magical. And I can't wait to see what everyone's up to in 2022. So I've got two updates. First one, I'm bringing back LinkedIn Local. If you guys know, I was the co-host down in LinkedIn Local San Diego with my girl, Mary Rose Solis. And now I'm in Arizona. I found a new co-host, Bruce, the guy in the blue shirt. If you don't know who he is, go look him up on LinkedIn. We are bringing back LinkedIn Local January 25th in Chandler, Arizona, at the Sleepy Whale, which is an amazing venue. They are our sponsor venue sponsor. I don't know, say it however you want. They are sponsoring us with their venue. We're going to have some drink specials. We're going to have a speaker, lots of raffle prizes, and we're just going to connect again in person. And don't worry, we are limiting this to 40 guests. It's going to be outside on the patio with heaters. I know we're in Arizona, but we need those in January. So it's going to be great. So that's one update. The second update, drum roll, can you hear that? The LinkedIn Accelerator Academy is launching February 5th. I've been working on this. Courses just don't work. We don't finish them. Who here hasn't finished a course? Like, raise your hand. You know you haven't finished that course. And so I took the best of all worlds. Going through courses and live coaching program. I took it, rolled it all up, and boom, I created the LinkedIn Accelerator program or Academy, which is a live weekly coaching with me and then office hours. So it's all live coaching, but it's supported with some video tutorials, checklists, PDFs. Now, this is good for anyone starting on LinkedIn, or maybe you've been on LinkedIn, you want to know how to spruce things up, how to connect with people, what type of content you should be doing. It's really to meet you where you're at. And here's the kicker, you guys. It's like practically free. I'm not even kidding. It's 12 weeks of live coaching twice a week with all the video tutorials, PDFs, a workbook, and you can get on the waiting list. So you can have special pricing up to December 31st. And it's not even launched yet, but I'm going to drop the link in where you can sign up to be early bird registration and get a smoking deal on it. Okay, enough about all those updates. There's more updates, but I'll share those next week on the holiday cheer episode. Today, I want to talk to you guys about goals. You know, we all have them, whether we admit it or not. And I want to talk about how you can achieve your goal. How many goals can you successfully attain in 1 year? Because if you just make a laundry list of them, you're not going to be successful in checking those off and obtaining or achieving those goals. And there's one thing One thing you need to do that can make all the difference in reaching your goals. And I'm going to get to that in just a minute. But let's start at the beginning. Are you guys ready? Who here has goals for 2022? Have you already written them down? Are they stuck up here in your head? Have you talked to anybody about them? I know some people that don't talk about their goals because they're afraid if they don't achieve them, they will look like a failure. If that's you out there, I'm here to tell you that's not true. Okay. So having a goal and not achieving it, that does not make you a failure. That just means you have to tweak either the goal that you were trying to set or the steps that you're taking to achieve it. And sometimes, you guys, it takes a little longer to achieve our goals. Okay. Tim, can you agree with me on that one? So here are some simple steps. And then I'm going to get to that one thing that you have to do. You got to do this one thing to really achieve your goals. I'm going to get to that in just a moment. But let's start at the beginning. Write down your goal. If your goals are stuck up here, you could forget them. I mean, we only have so many megabytes, right, to store all that information. So write down your goals, whether it's in a notebook, which I don't have here. It could be in your phone and notes, right? It could be on your iPad. It could be on a poster board. And wait, I have something to show you guys. I'm still here. Okay. Goals. Write them down. I'm going to tell you how that came about. You need to write down your goals. I like to write them on a poster board to start. Then you need to study it for a minute. And then you need to categorize them into 2 buckets. You're like, what? 2 buckets? Yeah. So are they a life goal, a business goal, a career goal, or a family goal? So where do they belong? What type of goal, right? What category do they belong in? And then you need to categorize them into, I'm going to go through all these, the stepping stone goals, lifetime goals, short-term goals, and long-term goals. Okay. So life, business, family, career. Okay. Where do they go? And is it a stepping stone goal? I'm going to tell you what that is. A lifetime goal, a short-term goal, or a long-term goal. So we have those buckets. Has anyone ever put their goals down and put them in buckets? Because you know why you do this? Let's say you're very career focused. If all of your goals are career focused and you have a laundry list, do you really think that those are achievable? And how will the other areas of your life, how are those going to feel? You're probably going to have a big imbalance, right? Same thing if all your goals were just life goals and you didn't have any business or career goals. You're going to be lopsided, right? So we want to have goals in all of these buckets, you guys. So you've got life, business, career, family, stepping stone, short term, life, and long. So I'm going to talk about what those different goals mean. And we're going to start, I wrote these out backwards, but I'm going to try to put them in order. Stepping stone goals. That is your stepping stone. They're small. Okay, maybe a stepping stone's this big. They're small. They're more like a daily or a weekly goal. And I want to say weekly goals. Like you should always be setting some weekly goals. So it could be finish writing a blog or read a book, go to the gym 3 times. Those are the stepping stone goals that actually can help you get to your bigger goals, right? So read a book or write the blog, right? If I want to create 4 blogs a month on my website, then my stepping stone goal is to write 1 blog a week. Does that make sense? If I want to get healthy and lose weight, that's a very big, vague goal. The stepping stone goal might be go to the gym 3 times a week, or, get movement for 30 minutes a day, or go for a walk 3 times a week, or eat salad 5 times a week. Those are your stepping stone goals. Then we have short-term goals. Those really fall in, I believe, in, I want to say like a 1 year, right? 1 year goal. What do you want to accomplish in 1 year? So I write my goals out. Can you see that? Per year. So these are some of my goals. Get Kartra up and running. That's short term. All my emails revamped. That's really a short term goal. You can kind of see where this is going, right? Launch the academy. That's, in this next year. Produce 2 more summits. That's in the next year. So those are your short term goals. Long term goals. That's 5 years. So in 5 years, what are some of your bigger goals? That could be things like buy a house, get your master's degree, own your own business, travel to Greece. So they're bigger goals, and it's a long-term goal. You don't have to have it done in a year, right? This is something that you want to do within the next 5 years. And I can be honest with you, like buy a house is a long-term goal for us, and go to Ireland and Scotland. That's still a long-term goal because I'm not quite sure that we'll get there in the next 2 years. We'll see. Lifetime goals. Those are things that you want to do at some point during your life. These are big goals, like the biggest ones. So it could be leave a legacy for your children. Maybe you start a foundation. It could be to travel to all of the states, right? All 50 states. It could be to travel abroad to 5 countries. Those would be your lifetime goals. Over a period of your lifetime, you are hoping to do these things. Now, remember I said, what is that one thing, that one ingredient that you need to make your goals obtainable, to help you be successful? Well, on Monday, I met with my girl, Tisha Marie, and we actually met up in person. We had our computers off and we wrote out our goals. We talked about them. We each had space to talk about what our goals were, and the other person listened and took notes. And then we switched. And then we allowed ourselves to say goodbye, right? To release things that were no longer serving us. We talked about pricing. We talked about packages. We talked about our time. We talked about what our business looked like. So that one thing that you need to really activate your goals is you need someone that you can openly discuss all of your goals with, knowing that you will not be judged. It needs to be a safe place, a safe space, a safe person that you trust, that you can have an authentic conversation with, and that they're going to hold you accountable. Because you can do all this, but you need someone who's going to hold you accountable. You need someone to talk through those goals. When you get stuck, what are you going to do? When you feel defeated, who are you going to talk to? I know that I've got my girl Tisha, and she's got me. We can jump on a call. We've actually set up monthly accountability calls. We're going to check in. How are we doing on our goals? Do we need to revisit? We're also going to be doing this probably 6 months into the year. So we're going to get together twice a year and write out our goals, our pricing, our packages, our content, like all of that stuff. Because when it just lives up here, it's easy to forget things. It's not too late to set your goals for 2022. I'd love to have you guys set 3 goals that you want to accomplish in quarter 1. I love breaking things down by the quarter. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. I have that on a big Post-it out there in the hallway. Under each goal, you need to write 3 action steps that you can take. So 3 actions that you can do. And I'm going to give you an example. I want to write a book. That's the big goal. How am I going to move closer to that? Well, I could write a chapter a month. Maybe it's only a 6-chapter book. I'd be done by June. But if I were to commit to writing a chapter a month, I'd be a lot closer than I am now with 0 pages written, right? So take that big goal, and I want you to write down 3 steps that you can take, 3 actions that will help move you closer to reaching your goal. You guys, we are out of time. I hope that everyone has fun setting their goals. It shouldn't be hard. It should make you think about what you want your life to look like, your business to look like, your finances to look like, but have some fun with it. It's when we take all the fun out of it that it becomes a task and not something we want to do. It becomes harder. So you guys, I'll be back next Wednesday with my holiday cheer and celebration. I ask that you come and join me, and I might even invite you on just to say hi and to celebrate that we're making it through 2022, that we made it through the drunk uncle here, the drunk uncle of 2021. That's what I mean, the drunk uncle of 2020, and that we're making it through 2021. I'm already got my headset that is 2022, and we're like killing it, smashing it. What I'd love to know what business questions you have or what LinkedIn tips and trends you'd like to know. Because when I bring this back in 2022, we will focus on some LinkedIn stuff. There's some great things coming down the pipeline. So I'd love to know what LinkedIn or business tip or platform would you like me to review on the upcoming LinkedIn, the 15 minutes of fame. Just let me know. You can send me a message or drop it in the comments. Till then, have a wonderful week. Ciao.